These are my guppies. They are so pregnant. Like they could literally pop like a tar bubble or something. Here's a second one. So swollen, so big. They've got to be having their babies like today or tomorrow, which would be super cool because it's Halloween. Bunch of Halloween baby guppies. But I got a new black guppy that I really like, especially when they mix with my male. Those colors, he's a tiger guppy. He's red, looks orange in my bright light, but he's a red one, red tiger guppy. Mixed with that black, oh, he'd be so cool. But right now I just have the red ones, mixing with red ones, but they are way big. Like massive. And my sunset platies, they've given birth to 3 friars so far, like 1 day apart, like one, then one, then one. But they're still pregnant, but they're holding on to them. And I'm worried that if they hold on to them much longer, then the fry might not be viable once they give birth. But they both are pregnant, and they have, one of them has already had 3 babies, but now they're holding on. And that was about, I want to say 4 days ago was the last time they had a baby. So I have one week old fry, and they stay down in the grass here. Can't see any right now, but they either stay back in my little trees I made, or back in this little enclave back there, or down in this grass, which is why I planted this in the first place, was to make sure that they had a place to hide from all of these tetras and my one gourami who's around here somewhere. He's pretty, oh there he is. He's pretty big. I was wondering like how did he hide, but I got my Malaysian trumpet snails in now. That's really good. I got 6 of them. I thought they were dead. It was 91 degrees here in Phoenix when they came in, and I left them out in my mailbox for like 2 or 3 hours, and when I finally got to them, the bag was like 110 degrees at least, and so I thought I cooked all of them, but they didn't. They sat still for about 6 hours, but then as soon as the lights turned off, they took off and went all their separate ways, which is really good because I want them to aerate my substrate here, because as you can see I got it pretty thick for all these plants, and I can't have any kind of gases bubbling up in there to kill my shrimp or anything, because I do have a lot of shrimp in here. If I can point one out to you, at least one, but I have a lot of shrimp in here. Oh, there's one right there. But there's at least 20. Their colony finally took hold. It took me a while buying like 10 shrimp at a time, and then like 9 of them would die. Oh, there's another one right above it. It's sort of impossible to see, seeing as it's clear, but that's him in between these 2 plants. If you look right above him, first leaf, shrimp, second leaf. But there's probably another one down, yep, down by that moss ball. I got these leaves, these Indian almond leaves rolled up into tubes, which the shrimp like to stay inside of and eat and everything like that. Then I got more Indian almond leaves back there. I have it very heavily planted, and I'm gradually lowering the pH. That's what the almond leaves are for, and that, and a couple other things that I'm trying to work with for my pH. But I want these tetras to spawn, and they're egg scatterers, so they're gonna just throw their eggs out into the water essentially. And all these other guys are going to try and go into a frenzy when that happens, and they're going to try and eat as many of the eggs as they possibly can. But this substrate, if any of them get down in there, then I know they're safe, because the tetras don't even go near it. The guppies will, but if they settle in through into even the second layer, because the guppies are like, these plants are really strong, they're really hardy, so they can't actually, if you see right here, maybe he'll do it, he can't get through the first layer of leaves. So if they settle in there, see how like this fish flakes right here, that's going to turn into shrimp food here pretty soon as the shrimps find it. And it's just because they can't get through that first layer of leaves, the fish can't, to be able to get to it. Maybe the gourami will if he sees it, but the gourami doesn't mess with anything really. So he's not going to eat the eggs, he's not going to eat the fry. The only ones I really have to worry about are the guppies and the tetras once the fry start swimming. But they'll stay down in here anyway, in all the nooks and crannies. There's one in there right now, I just can't find him. One of the platy babies. There's like one platy baby back here, one platy baby in here, and another one over there. They just are super good at hiding. But yeah, everything's coming together well. I'm gonna have a bunch more babies in here very soon. Once I get that, then hopefully I can either set up another tank or possibly find a place to like sell them or anything like that. The last time I went into the fish store, which is Ocean Floor here in Phoenix, one of the better places for me to go to. They haven't been able to get rummy nose in yet, rummy nose tetra, but that's what I really want. But this fella right here, I got, on the last time I went in there, I got 10 more of the black neon tetras, and they just scooped out a bunch of them, and they threw in this silver tip tetra right here on accident, and so I got 11 fish instead of 10, and it kind of sucks because he doesn't have anybody to school with, and so he's like stress schooling with the black neons, and I don't really like that he has to do that, but I don't want to go out and buy these ones because these ones are like $3 a piece over there. And you got to get like 10 to 12, minimum of 6, but like 10 to 12 for them to be happy. And I'm not willing to spend $3 times 11 or $3 times 9. Like, I'm not gonna do that for a fish that I got on accident. So he's gonna be able to live. It probably won't be as long as these guys that are happy with all their schooling. These ones normally live to be about 5 years in a tank, 10 years if they were out in the wild. See, this one here, right here, is swelling up with eggs right now. She's gonna be spawning here pretty soon. But they live 10 years in the wild, but 5 years normally in an aquarium. Hopefully I can make this one close enough to their streams and everything that they can live up to that 5 years, but he's not going to do that. He might live 2 years because he's going to be constantly stressed, constantly searching for his school, and have to settle in with the black neons. See, as you see, he's got a little bit of aggressive tendency here, which that I won't be able to deal with. I might have to put him in the goldfish tank if that's the case, and then he might just get gobbled up by a monster goldfish. But hopefully, normally he's not like that. Normally you'll see he settles in pretty good, but I think it's early in the morning. I think they're really in food mode because I feed them 4 times a day during the day, and then overnight, over the 12 hours of the night, they don't eat anything. So they get very hungry in the morning. I've even got this automatic feeder so I don't touch anything. My plants are on timers, my bubbler's on timers. The only thing that I actually have to touch in here, you can't really see it very well in the back there behind the gourami, but I have the old school CO2 method, which I'll fill up right now, which just a upside down canister essentially in the water, and that just lets it slowly diffuse into the water column, and a little more. Boop. Lets it go into the water column by itself. See if I can get you. There it is. That line in there, that second line up, is how much I put CO2 in there. And the CO2 is really great for all my